All right, guys. So upcoming is a tournament, not the Tales of Jank 10 that we're seeing today. We will get to the grand finals in just a moment. First, I have to talk about this amazing event that's coming up, and that is Frostbite 2017. I am so excited for this. I am on staff for this event. I got to assemble the commentators that are going to be calling the matches that you will see involving players like Zero, Nairo, DeBuzz, Salem. And then on the Japanese side, we have Shutan, who just upset DeBuzz is in Japan at Tokagi.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember watching that. That was sick.
It was super sick. Shutan, T, Kameme, and Renai.
Oh, man, Renai's coming back.
And that is only 4 of the 10 that are going to be on each side for the crew battle, guys. So that's going to be intensely hype. You have until Valentine's Day to register if you are looking to go. If you are from Minnesota, if you're from Wisconsin, if you're from anywhere, let someone know in your Facebook group, let someone know on Twitter that you want to go, and we will figure out a way to help you get there. Whether it's arranging carpools, whether it's helping you get registered in any way, shape, or form, please come to this. It's going to be so awesome. You do not want to miss this event. This is the Midwestern event of the winter.
Mm-hmm. And now we have the Down B monthly coming up.
Not quite as hype as Frostbite, but if you are in the Minnesota area, you have Taiki Pulls Through, which is
Greek Goddess of Luck.
The Greek Goddess of Luck. It is going to be taking place Sunday, March 12th at the Ramada Plaza in Minneapolis.
Yes.
Ran by the same guys who ran this. We will assumedly have a stream there.
Yes. There's generally a stream.
And yes, because it sucks to suck.
Either way, we're having all 4 Smash games. We're having Super Smash Bros. 64, Melee, Project M, Smash WiiU, all going to be at the Taiki Pulls Through.
So hit up that if you're in the area. Down B monthlies are always fun.
Yeah, they are they're some of the most hyped tournaments. They are the tournaments in Minnesota.
They are the low-key hypest tournament you'll go to.
Yeah, like Minnesota is loud, but hey, great stuff. Hopefully you get to go out.
Finally, we have Smash and Splash 3, the vacation experience of Smash. You cannot, if you want to Smash, if you want to Splash, if you want to have a relaxing experience and get some great games in, come to this event that is taking place in the Wisconsin Dells, June 2nd through the 4th at the Kalahari Water Park and Resorts. I live in the Dells. I drive past this place every single day. It is amazing.
And man, if you miss Smash and Splash 2
or Smash and Splash 1
or Smash and Splash 1, this is going to be bigger. PM, it was the largest Project M tournament last year.
Yeah,
and
Paper
Smash
Mario
4,
is huge.
Smash 4 sounds like it's getting bigger. We've got returning winners from
all
last year.
4 returning winners. Hungrybox for Melee, Wizrope for 64, Mr. LZ for Voldemort, and then, of course, Ally, the 2-time Smash and Splash champion, is making a return. Guys, sign up today.
Yeah.
SmashGG/SNS3. I would love to see you guys there. It is going to be awesome.
Yep.
And we're
now,
back.
We've got Grand Finals.
Grand
Marshall.
Finals. This is a run back.
Marshall and losers versus Yeti and winners. Yeti 3-0'd him last time, but he's channeling the Paul Vang. Marshall's been doing this.
You have to
past
explain
few
this to me.
So Paul Vang is Cookie Tick, the Ike player.
Yeah.
And there's a little chat that happens, and everyone's name was made Paul Vang for a while, and Marshall's just kept it that way.
That's funny.
And so he's been using this tag and kind of just taking Paul's energy.
He just is that why Cookie Tech hasn't been placing high? Because he's just siphoning Cookie Tech's energy away from him?
Sure, we'll call it that. But either way,
no joke, Cookie Tech, didn't he make it onto the PR?
Yeah,
and
Cookie
then
Tech's number 8.
and then immediately started sucking.
No, he's still really good.
Because I thought he just drowned at Midwest Mayhem 7.
I don't think he. I'm pretty sure he made bracket.
Oh yeah, no, Dane drowned.
Yeah,
Dane
drowned. That happens. That happens a few times. But either way, he's using Paul Vang.
I might have been confusing Dane and Cookie Tech there. My apologies, Cookie Tech.
Oh my gosh, Cookie, come yell at this man. Either way,
no, he plays Ike. I don't want him to drop a redwood on me. All right, we have not talked about this match at all. Yeti and Marshall. This is a run back of winners finals. Yes.
Yes.
So Yeti pretty much spanked him.
Yeah, they were. You could see moments of brilliance from Marshall, but things just didn't go his way when he wanted them to. And we're going to see this game's probably going to be close. Like, the games before seemed close, and Yeti pulled through, and it felt like he was winning the whole time.
Right.
It still looked close, but it felt like he was winning. And there,
speaking of things not going your way, Marshall seems to still not be able to kick that habit of random monkey flips. You know, makes it back to even with that banana 2 forward smash, but unfortunately for him, he lost that first stock in a very avoidable way. So he's got to figure out a way to shuck that habit. Because if he does, he's actually been playing really well.
Yeah, look at this advantage state. Builds up 72% without much answer in return. Gets another grab. Yeti is yet to land for a while. Oh, wow. He, instead of going for the fair, he's been missing the fair. He goes for a side B, slow side B at that. Gets a grab later just to mix up.
Oh, doesn't trip on the banana and gets a bomb throw, avoiding it all. Yeti playing extremely well, even in this big percentage disadvantage. Got to find a way to even this up, though, because Marshall could end this at any moment with the classic clap to clap.
Yep. Clap, double clap's going to happen. We're hearing this banana. It's a bit less impressive. The way Yeti's been landing has not been prone to being banana tossed right now. At that time, he trips at the perfect moment. Yeti's moving in. He's taking advantage. Gets an F smash.
That's big damage. That was 26%.
And now Marshall's trying to get out of this scenario. He's on the platform. He needs to get back in center stage. Returning boomerang.
That returning boomerang is basically what ended Marshall's life in Winners Finals.
Mm-hmm.
It ruined him at least, it ruined at least 3 of his stocks, and it just had like no wherewithal of where it was going to be. So he has to be more cognizant, and that down tilt sends him way too far away for a follow-up.
Yeah, I think he needed to just like hit him with an F smash, hit him with an up smash.
Oh, but catches the banana and almost freeze frames for a second there. He's like, hey, Toon Link, there's your face, here's my feet. There's the blast zone.
Man,
goodbye.
He like sent a letter of his death before having the sniper take him out. Yeah. That was just slow. Oh, wait a minute.
It's like
cool.
when you see those Call of Duty clips where the dude's like camping and the guy sneaks up behind him and then sends him an Xbox message before he kills him.
Oh man, that was just take it slow. Back to Smashville. KK cruising. All right, you start the set with a game with a side.
No, I like that you were going there. KK cruising. We're kind of hoping that Marshall's going to be cruising to a reset here.
Yeah, I kind of want to see that. I want to see games that are like strong games with these. I don't want to see as many mistakes as we saw before, but take that punish.
Yeah, again, those monkey flips are just costing him dearly.
Mm-hmm.
From like positive-negative ratio for his monkey flip usage has got to be way in Yeti's favor.
I think they're a little different now, though, especially the ones on the ground. Oh, good weight. But either way, the ones on the ground are a bit different from before. They're aggressive versus just kind of getting out of disadvantage.
Yeah.
And I think he's saving that for later. We'll have to see.
The problem is, though, is that, they are a little bit different, but unfortunately the result is the same. He's still getting punished pretty hard for him.
Yeah.
So even though the usage might be improved, the results are still going far, far against him. So he's got to try and shore up these little big, not mistakes, but just kind of randy moves that are causing damage that he doesn't need. And that's unfortunate against Toon Link, is you want to have low damage because these crazy bomb combos or returning boomerang combos will end you in a heartbeat.
Something Yeti's been doing always to trade damage. Wow. That was deep. He waited so long.
That was good.
Something Yeti's been doing to trade a lot of this damage, he always has a bomb cover him. Even if it's something that, wouldn't normally be safe or would be safe, he has a bomb waiting for banana tosses, and banana toss hits, but the bomb interrupts the follow-up afterwards. So both of them trade damage and just kind of get away from dying, and that's kind of why Yeti's been living to pretty high percents.
Yeah, and that's actually really something that Toon Link mains, I wouldn't say necessarily have stolen from Link mains. Oh my gosh, this barrage. That's so much damage.
Man, he set up siege. He's like, no, you will not get past the soul.
Oh, he had the reads, but unfortunately just like one step too far. What I was saying is they didn't really steal like holding the bomb all the time, but it is something that Links absolutely have to rely on, and that's having a bomb in hand, whereas Toon Link has the luxury of having a bomb in hand.
See, like right there, he has the bomb, he's waiting. Oh, he's going to Z-drop it immediately and explodes as he's getting hit. And it's just been working really well for Yeti. This is a bad spot. Oh,
that was a bad spot, and I'm not sure that I necessarily agree with that monkey flip. It worked out for him, but had Yeti decided to do any other move, it would have probably spelled a lot of damage in yet another edge guard. And as we all know from the posterized version of Slow Joe. Yeti knows how to edge guard.
I think Marshall is missing these F smash inputs. I think he wants. He's missing them. But
back air.
Wow.
Sticks the foot out and takes game 2.
Yeah.
Yeti now, for the first time, finds himself at a 2-0 disadvantage in this tournament.
Yeah, I think, honestly, these might be some of the first games Yeti's really lost.
Yeah, he has been basically running roughshod through this tournament. Just an aggressive, almost Sasquatchian. Get it, Yeti?
Oh, man. One thing Yeti is, though, he's definitely a legendary creature.
Yeah.
And if someone's going to bring back, and he's done this, he did this in doubles, he completely changed his play. He can do this from a 2-0 deficit.
Yeah, I saw in game, I think, 4 of set 2 against you and Marshall in doubles, he brought a 2v1 all the way back.
Yeah.
So he knows how to make a comeback. Like, he has the mental fortitude to do it.
And Marshall's keeping track of that returning boomerang now. Saw him preemptively air dodge it coming all the way. And
yeah, he knows how much danger he's in if that returning boomerang hits him, because not only does it cause predictable knockback, but it knocks him right into the clutches of Toon Link.
And Marshall's been in his face this entire time. Yeti hasn't really had a room to breathe.
And I think that's the key. I think that's really the big difference from winners finals to grand finals, is that Marshall figured out that as long as you don't give Yeti time to set this stuff up, time to get bombs in his hand, time to send out these boomerangs, it's going to be a much better draw for him. And actually, that's what caused him to be at a deficit in game 1, figured that out, and is now in firm control of the set.
And so I'm wondering how Yeti's going to change, because Marshall's even been changing, like, from advantage. If he got a down tilt, he'll jab because he knows he's going to immediately air dodge. Yeti is changing it up by using more boomerang just straight forward. He's not just relying on returning boomerang anymore. He's relying on just straight up projectile throwing versus, I'm going to make all these creative traps.
I'm liking what Yeti's doing, though, to try and cover Marshall's recovery here. He's Z-dropping bombs right over the ledge. Hasn't really been working out, but eventually, if Marshall's not careful, he could eat one of those bombs, cause his stage spike, or possibly his barrels to explode. And as we all know, a Diddy frantically searching around for his barrels as he falls to his doom is a sad sight.
That is a sad monkey indeed. But again,
great edge cancel. It doesn't get a lot off of it, but that means that if he has that spacing on point, it means that if Yeti burns his double jump for whatever reason, he's going to be in trouble.
I haven't seen Marshall side B aggressively from stage this often in a long time. It's not like it's a new thing, but it's something he doesn't do often or pull out often. He normally saves side B for that was cute. He normally saves side B for like returning or kind of just like call-outs off banana pulls or banana trips. So it's interesting to see him kind of change his style right now instead of pulling out earlier in the tournament.
Yeah, it really feels like Marshall's like he thought about it. He's like, okay, Yeti is going to be my biggest competition. He's really who I need to figure out how to do it. How am I going to do this? Tries the strategy out, ends up working, and again, is in pretty firm control of this set 1 of grand finals.
Look at that Toon Link with a banana in hand, controlling it, puts it on the ground, just throws projectiles.
It's petrifying.
Yeah, it is a formidable wall.
Like, not to mention all of the rest of his projectiles. Like, question: if he's holding banana, can he pull a bomb?
Actually, good question.
Because
I think what happens when Diddy Kong has 2 items is the second item gets launched up. I don't know. I don't think he can pull a bomb.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
As far as I know that he can't, I'm getting a big confirmation.
All right,
so the banana goes flying.
Yeah, it does go flying. It works like Diddy Kong's. So.
Oh wow, that returning boomerang spelling doom.
It shield poked. It sounds like.
So thank you, shoutouts to Dane Reich for confirmation that you cannot pull a bomb and hold them both.
Okay.
Because the banana will go flying.
Yeah.
But also shoutouts to Jaaahsh for getting my attention to tell me that fact.
Either way, Yeti takes game 3, and honestly, again, very close. Marshall's new strategies are working. I think they're just
that was the closest game so far, and
yeah.
Marshall still had the advantage most of the time. So as long as he can keep up this pressure, keep up the in-your-face interface that he's been operating with, it really means that Marshall can easily reset this into the set 2.
And this is our first game off of Smashville. Marshall opts to go to Dreamland as his counter pick.
I think it's a good pick.
Yeah. I think he wants to have these platforms and make platform traps and make it so that all the items don't just fall on top of him. They have the possibility of blowing up.
Yeah,
on
he's
the
got a
platforms.
roof over his head.
Yeah.
Oh, returning boomerang, good shield. Doesn't end up getting hit by it and means that he can keep up his stage presence. But Yeti actually just keeps pushing it over. And now we've sort of reset here.
Oh, this okay. Yeti doesn't double jump and go onto the platform where Threat is with a monkey. Yeah. He's been landing fair a lot, and Yeti, as long as the Yeti avoids that, runs away, F smashes, that's going to get it almost every time.
I'm liking these edge cancels here for Marshall. He's doing a good job with his movement. That's actually something Marshall's always been pretty good at is his movement. But unfortunately, he's not finding a lot of opportunities off of this good movement.
Yeti gets the read, barely mistimes it. Huh, haven't seen Marshall do a down tilt dash attack in a long time. Something he worked out of his play for a long time ago, getting all of his conversions.
Great tech there, preventing Yeti from any sort of follow-up. But, oh, I was going to say that's an easy edge guard, but Marshall dropped it.
Yeti drifted ever so slightly to the left. He didn't hold in, but he just kind of popped himself micrometers basically away.
Basically what you're saying is that is some brilliant spacing there from Yeti.
Yeah.
And I think it's micrometers, just for future reference.
All right. You know, we don't often use metric system here.
Yeah, we're Americans.
Either way, Yeti finally getting a back throw conversion, but at the same time, down tilt up smash
Marshall
conversion.
finally getting a down tilt conversion.
Yep. Oh, okay, Marshall. I thought you were gonna make that blow up.
That would have been silly and a completely Marshall thing to do.
Yeah, it would definitely be him. Grabbed out a monkey flip.
Oh wow! Again, Marshall has gotten hit by more of these forward smashes than anybody that I've ever seen.
It's hard to avoid that move. It's huge.
Yeah, it's a big sword swing, and I don't mean that as a shot to Marshall. I mean like Yeti is playing so well that he is just getting Yeti is setting up to catch Marshall with these things so much.
And Marshall, he has great movement, a lot of movement, but the things that beat movement are big hitboxes and proper dash spacing. If you just dash back, throw out a giant meaty hitbox like the up smash or F smash, you kind of just run into it.
Oh, that was super scary.
Wow.
He got the back hit of fair, and then he got the full hit of up air. And that is going to make it 2-2. Marshall, after going up 2-0, finds his back to the wall here. He's got to win this to try and reset it.
Yeah, he's got to win this for Wisconsin. He's representing. He is currently number one. Correct?
He is currently number one because him and Pow Pow for the 3 times in a row have switched.
Yes.
It was Marshall first, Pow Pow second, and then Pow Pow first, Marshall second, and now Marshall first, Pow Pow second once again.
So it really has to show that Marshall is representing Wisconsin here against one of Minnesota's best players.
Yep, I believe Yeti is number 3.
Yeah.
Behind Sinibu and Shinjobi.
Yes. So, I mean, he's got to show this. We got to show maybe Wisconsin has to really show up and to keep up with Pow Pow because last U of M monthly, Pow Pow
showed
beat Yeti
up. Yeah, he ended up getting 3rd or 4th.
I believe he got...
Yeah, I know it was higher
4th.
than 5th. Yeah, I think he got 3rd or 4th.
No, he got 3rd. He beat Nameless in loser semis and then lost to Scorpio in losers finals. Either way, to show up on Pow Pow, he's kind of got to take this set.
Yeah, so not only did Pow Pow beat Yeti, but he also did it in Yeti's house.
Yeah.
So if Marshall can't do it in Wisconsin, in his own house, that's a really big statement showing that Pow Pow may have the edge this season over the likes of Marshall. Right now, though, it's still even. The set's even, the game's even, so there's a lot of stuff that Marshall can do here.
And Marshall, one of Marshall's favorite counter picks is Duck Hunt. Lots of space.
That is classic Marshall. That's going back to him going up against Maverick.
Yeah. He's picked Duck Hunt for so long. As long as he's played this game competitively, just because tons of space. Diddy Kong gets a wall jump, but
Returning boomerang. That has been the bane of his existence every time he's set up against Yeti. And in the first 2 games, he dodged it completely, but now he's getting a little sloppy, causing a lot of follow-ups for Yeti and a lot of deaths for Marshall.
But there's one reason why a lot of Diddies don't like this stage is Bananas being killed by the ducks happening. But oh, Yeti again, immediate air dodge. Avoids the up smash after the down tilt. Now Marshall has to go through this massive wall of projectiles. Slowly approaching. Yeti hasn't landed for a little bit, but Marshall's taking tons of chip damage. How?
Oh, I feel like he wanted the conversion there, but was just actually a little bit nervous for what Yeti could have done in return. That's a dangerous spot for Diddy to be in.
That up air lasted so long.
Yo, that his up air in general just seems to be out for so long, and the longer it's out, it only loses a tiny little bit of power.
Yeah.
So,
oh, another returning boomerang into up smash. Yeti's looking for a 2-stock to end the tournament.
and yet, yeah, Yeti on a roll is the scariest thing in Smash in the Midwest.
Oh, that went so far. Yeti hits it with a back hit of up smash to take Tales of Jank. If we're talking Tales of Jank, come on, that back hit.
That is the ultimate way to finish it at a Tales of Jank. Is that if Marshall? Okay, so here's the stage. Marshall was here, Yeti was here, and then that sword just decided to go
all the way.
Like, are we sure that he didn't borrow Ragnell from Ike?
I am not sure, but Yeti did such a great job.
So, quick shout-outs. Congratulations to Yeti for winning. Congratulations for Marshall to second. Congratulations to Fonz for third. It's been a great tournament, guys, and I think that'll about do it for us. I am Nightwing. You can find me on Twitter at Nightwing2024. Let me know how we did here. This is Z2G.
Yep.
You can find him at Godzilla-mander.
Okay, you can find my actual Twitter account at Xander2Green. It's been great. Have a nice night, folks.